Hello, Danes and chaps. Welcome to a classy review. Of beautiful Katamari. That's my review. Thank you guys for watching. No, I'm just kidding. Can't wear that stupid hat. There was absolutely no need for that, but anyways. This is Beautiful Katamari. Beautiful Katamari is the weirdest game that you are going to ever play on the Xbox 360. It started on the PS2 with Katamari Damacy, and that's why I actually connect them together at the top here. Katamari Damacy, Beautiful Katamari, We Love Katamari, and Katamari Forever, and Me and My Katamari. They're all the same game. The object of the game is to start out small, or a certain size, and roll up to a specified requirement. And what I mean by roll up is, like if you start at the size of a paperclip, you'll start rolling up paper clips into pennies, into pieces of taffy, into pencil erasers, into pencils, into those little Russian dolls, stacker dolls, whatever. All the way up until your set requirement. Now, some of these levels will require you to only roll up hot things, only roll up flowers, only roll up things of entertainment. Roll up a ball big enough to this size within this budget because everything's priced out. And then, of course, the one that everybody loves is start out ridiculously small and roll up the entire galaxy. And that's the coolest one. And I'm telling you these things, and I know it's not sounding fun. It doesn't sound fun to me. But Katamari is one of the most fun games I've ever played in my entire life. Hands down. Right now what we have is we'll have the hub. These are all the cousins. You can actually switch bodies with them if you want, or you can hit them. I'm not going to switch with them, but go to the hub and you can pick worlds. I'll pick this world. I'm going to do Eternal. You basically have a normal, which is your prerequisite that you got to fulfill. Time attack, which you have to do in a prerequisite in a certain amount of time. And then you have Eternal, which you get after you beat everything. And that's where you just start in this game and you just continue to roll up however much you want. Which, obviously, to get the most out of it, you'd start at the level that has you start the smallest. This one doesn't have you start the smallest. This one has you start at a moderate size, like the size of a person, and then you roll up. So, what I'm going to do is, obviously, I'm just going to show you a little bit. This mode that I'm going to do takes about 20 minutes. I know because this is the second time I'm recording this video because I totally forgot I was recording a video and just continued to play. I would like to tell you about the story, but really there is no story. In this one, the king is playing pool with the planets and blasts a hole through the universe, and it's going to destroy all the planets. So it's your job to roll up everything in our universe to plug up the black hole in our universe to stop us from destroying our universe. Yeah, that's the basic gist of these games. They don't make sense. The story doesn't make sense, but the story is not where the fun is. The fun is the OCD aspect and the fulfillment. Like, you see something, like you'll see a building, or I'm on a building right now, and you'll be like, I'm going to roll that up. So, and not that I condone this, but you should probably roll something up before you roll up in this game, because it will be 10 times better. So you just go around, and you basically just roll shit up. Like fences, and it tells you down here what you're rolling up. And occasionally it'll give you like a news ticker, and it'll be like, hold on, like toolbox. Oh, come on. Sometimes you get a news ticker, and it'll be like egg, and then it'll be like your Katamari is as big as this. But your Katamari is just that. Things that you roll up. And you do this until your prerequisite is met, like I said before, or you do this until you're bored, pretty much. I'll roll up enough, I gotta try and actually stop myself this time. I'll roll up enough just to get out of this little city area and just show you. The map just gets bigger and bigger as you get bigger until eventually you can roll up the Earth and then you roll up the galaxy. That's what this mode is, so obviously you can see how it would take forever because I'm not even out of this little city yet. You start rolling up people and shrubs. There is an achievement. It's one of my proudest achievements on the Xbox. There's an achievement for rolling around in this game and beating a level without actually getting hit or stopping. And that's hard as hell. So anybody who's actually played this game before, you know how hard that is. And that's an awesome achievement to have. Come on now. Oh, shit. Sometimes the camera's wonky, I'm not going to lie about that. Good thing I don't give numbers anymore because you actually have to take a lot off of the camera. And the fact that this game has been repeated so many times. However, I don't take a game like this being repeated on the PS2 and the Xbox and the PS3 and the PSP. I don't take it as a bad or offensive thing, only because it just widens the audience. And I'm glad that's the way it is. But as you can see, like what this game is, there's not a lot of room to improve. So technically when they made this game, they really just cornered themselves. Because if you really think about it, besides polishing the graphics, what else do you got that's going to make this game bigger if you can already roll up the entire universe? Like, you know what I mean? Alright. I can leave this area, I think. See, and then you leave, and then by the time you come back to that area, it's because you're actually rolling up all the buildings that I was just bumping into. And, that's the basic gist of the game. Get out of here. The thing I like about the king is when you're doing the missions and such, even if you do a great job, King still makes fun of you every time. He basically just calls you a piece of crap. He's a wicked big bully the entire game, but it's hilarious. And when you lose, he tries to kill you with his laser eyes, which is also pretty awesome. If I'm going to recommend any version of this game, I would actually like for people to check out Katamari Forever if they have a PS3. If not, any of these versions will suffice. It's just how good do you want the graphics? And since Katamari Forever was the last one made and it has a lot of different ways to play it, filters and such, that's probably your best bet. Beautiful Katamari has the online component, but nobody plays it online anymore, and that kind of sucks because half of the achievements are online. But it's nice to have it on like Xbox because you have the achievements, so you can be like, I did that. The only double-edged sword is that is some people look at this game and they're like, what is that? What is that? I believe my wife calls it the pedophile game, which is not flattering at all. I don't like that. But the game is definitely awesome. I wish they would continue making them, but like I said before, you can't really improve on this. I mean, besides making the graphics better, but this is definitely not a game about graphics because there's so much going on that would actually crash the engine if the graphics were good. So that's why I'm always telling people when they're like, graphics look like crap. I'm like, well, for one, that's the style of the game. And two, the graphics got to be blocky because you're going to get so big that everything that I'm seeing right now is going to be like that. And I'm going to be up here like this. And everything's going to be condensed down like that. So I think it's good. I think it's very well made. And I might be speaking too soon when I say this, but I'm kind of sad to see this series go because, like I said now twice, I'll say it again. You can't really go any further with this game, and it's too bad. I wish a lot more people have played these games. I know a lot of people played it back on PS2, and I actually got a late start on it. I actually started playing it when We Love Katamari comes out, which seems to be the most popular out of all of them. Although Katamari Damacy's story is pretty funny. The little kid was like, every time you beat a level, she's like, I feel it! The cosmos! It's just funny. But yeah, definitely check it out. You could probably get every version of the game except for the PS3 one for under $10. So it's worth it. Oh, just a disclaimer for the 360 ones. If you do buy it on 360, the game was actually only released at $40. So everybody knows what that means. The content that you can download is already on the disc, and guess what? It was about $20. It's less now. So now you only have to pay about $10, and you can get the entire game. So it's basically weighs what system you want to play it on and how you're feeling. I mean, if you want to play it on PS2 so nobody can see you playing it, go for it, man. There's no way you can really go wrong with it. PSP version is the I didn't attach to this video. That's because the PSP version is kind of a bitch to control because you got to use the dual analog sticks, and the PSP doesn't have dual analog sticks, so you can probably see how that's a problem. But pick it up. Totally worth it. Nice, wacky Japanese fun. Thank you for watching.